Hej och välkommen till Nolimitpodden. Or should I say, welcome to Nolimitpodden podcast. This is Felix Schmidt and my next guest is Vlad Karzubov. Vlad has been living here for 1.5 years in Sweden and Sundsvall. He began as a volunteer and then he decided to stay here in Sundsvall because he saw some... What do you say? He saw some potential for this city. And we talk about this in this episode that it has this potential, this city. It's important that the youngsters, they will grow up like with a drive, and we have to learn the drive. They have to learn about the entrepreneurship. We talk about that we can do that in school, and we have to have the people around that have to support young people's ideas and support everything they want to do. Vlad is talking about how it is in Estonia and how he is raised. I try some Estonian, so we will see. Yeah, you will see how it ends and how I did it. So I give you Vlad Karzubov next episode.
Welcome to my No Limit podcast.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm feeling totally great.
Yeah. Now we speak in a language that we both not the original language.
The second language for me.
Second, yeah. Seems perfect.
Yeah. Though it should be technically, since I'm from Estonia, it should be like my first language is not Estonian, it's Russian. My second one is English, and then it goes Estonian. And now, like, since I haven't had much practice with Estonian, I feel like Swedish is becoming the third one, and Estonian is just like pushed away.
Okay, what is that about?
Because when I was growing up, I was in a Russian community mostly, because it's quite big in Estonia. So I somehow managed to avoid Estonian as much as possible. And I'm not a fluent speaker in Estonian. I understand Estonian very well, but I speak Swedish right now better than I speak Estonian.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's no joke. I just even when I try to speak Estonian, especially this Christmas I've been in Estonia.
Yeah.
And first couple of days, it was a very bad time for me when I had to speak Estonian. I was actually switching to Swedish.
Whoa!
Like, I was like mid-sentence, I replaced Swedish word, like Estonian with Swedish, and I was like, But then, funny enough, alcohol helps out with these things. I was in the bar, met some dudes, Estonian dudes, got drunk, and we went from English to Estonian, and I was feeling very comfortable.
Okay, maybe the alcohol is the Estonian.
Translator.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, this is water. This is water for the record.
Okay, if you tell about Estonia,
I would say it's a land of very hard-working people. Because, if you don't work hard, you ain't getting anything from You need a higher education. Like, if you want to start up something, you really need to hustle. Because actually, I read an article last year that Tallinn became like Silicon Valley of Europe because so many startups just can come up in Tallinn, in our capital city, because people just come in and have their ideas. They show it. A lot of schools like gymnasiet, they have their own business courses or how to start up a business, and one of the schools that had actual lectures, and every year they were coming up with some ideas and selling them, and it's for example, one of the students basically, you also have these caps for students for the end of the school. So basically, some students came up with specific bags, like backpacks, just for that hat.
What?
Just for that hat.
A bag?
Yeah, a bag for the hat.
For the hat?
Yeah, for the hat.
So you just put it in... You had a bag.
Yeah, for this small hat. So it wouldn't get broken or crushed.
Whoa.
So it was just a small little
when you It is a little.
The fingers. Yeah, so you put this hat in the back, and it's like, and they actually sold quite a lot of it, and like the startup went pretty well. And in Estonia, it's like we have this all the time. In my hometown, we have this thing called as my hometown. Its name is Tartu.
Yeah, Tartu.
And so every year they have this event called Startup.
Ah, yeah. Oh, very
like
close.
a little bit of a wordplay. And
yeah.
Again, people coming in, youngsters, students, they have their ideas, they have them on paper, they have their passion, they show it to people. Yeah. You have some like sponsors there that like, okay, we like that, we're gonna sponsor you.
Nice.
And it's like it's very nice. I feel like Estonia is quite entrepreneurish in that sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have there. You want to know something? Now I'm born here around Sundsvall, and I didn't thought that this entrepreneurship that was gone here in Sundsvall. I think we didn't have it, but then I saw this great space, and I was like, what? Do we have this in Sundsvall? So I think we have it in Sweden too, but I was more like when I was growing up it was. But clearly in Estonia it seems like everyone knows we are an entrepreneurship.
It's like very advertised and very visible. Like here, as you said, you only found out basically when you started this Nolimitproject, and then you found out about Great Space. I guess. So when you were actually interested in it, then you found it. In Estonia, I feel like it's more you found out about all these possibilities before you even have any ideas. Like.
So interesting. when you said about it, oh my God, it's so true. Because when I was, as you said, when I was interested in it, then I found the. Wow.
Yeah, and that's why I liked your idea overall. Like back last year when you were just starting out and you came to Madfors Fritidsgård and told me about it.
Yeah.
That's why I was really empathetic with your project, because that's what, like, your whole idea is to help youngsters find sponsors and like find companies. As I guess it's still your direction. Yeah. Which I felt like it's not in Sundsvall.
No.
Or like in here, like you're a youngster, you have an idea, you don't know where to go. You forget about this idea after some time. But like with this No Limit, that's why I liked it. It reminded me also of Estonia. Like you always you make people know where to turn, where to go.
Yeah. It sounds so interesting. And you have been only here for 1 year?
1.5, yeah.
1.5?
Yeah.
And then you see this so clearly. It's so interesting.
Well,
but maybe that's because you're from Estonia and you have that in your...
Yeah.
You're born with this and you see... maybe they don't have it here. They don't speak about it. They are not like this advertising about the entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and it's like overall, it's not only like because I'm from Estonia. I feel like it's because I've been working like in different... Like over this 1.5 year, I was working in 5-6 places. Different, like not for short times, but like I still met different people, met a lot of just students and like on the parties or like on events. So it's like hearing and seeing. It's not, and it feels like in Sundsvall, it's not only about entrepreneurship. What's lacking? It's overall energy is missing. And from the people that lived here for a long time, they've been telling me that yes, Sundsvall used to be like very festive, like the city, very open to arts and music, and now like recent years it's been dumbing down, like going calm, and it's I had this feeling, but then also I met a student from Norway. She was studying in Sundsvall for 2 years in arts and journalism department, but she was mainly about arts. And when she was finishing studies last year, I asked her, like, are you gonna stay in Sundsvall or go back to Trondheim? That's where she's from. And she said, like, I'm going back to Trondheim because I feel like art in this city is dying. Like, I was like, oh.
Shit.
And it's like, because... And you can see it, like, you have some outstanding exhibitions and in Kulturmagasinet, but overall the feeling is like, as I was telling people, it's becoming like old people town. It sounds harsh.
Yeah, but I think that's something I call the no limit. We call it something. It's just something that is. It's just. You don't actually describe, but it's old people. Maybe that's a feeling that it's just nothing is happening.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
if something is happening, then people just react. Oh, this guy, he wants to do something, and this girl wants to do something, but. No,
like, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, this kind of, and one thing what I catched myself on, and what I see in other youngsters in Sundsvall, like they are saying, and me myself saying, like, yeah, Sundsvall is boring.
Yeah.
There's not much to do, and the crucial mistake here, on my part as well, I want to go to another city. I'm going to go to Umeå, I'm going to go to Uppsala, Göteborg, Stockholm, Malmö. I'm going to leave the city.
Yeah.
While it's supposed to be why I really like Rita.
Yeah.
Her idea, this Sundsvall, it's boring in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an art festival.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get out of here. I'm going to make something.
Yes.
This is the main problem, I think. Instead of trying to fix the problems in the city, we're trying to go away.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting.
It's
last year I was close to move to Stockholm. To study. Because I'm disappointed. I was disappointed. I want to do because I want to do something. And then, in Stockholm, maybe there's happening a lot of people. They are engaged in entrepreneurship and everything, that they have all the that I wanted. But then I thought it, but no. Stockholm, they has it.
Yeah.
Sundsvall, they don't.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
Yeah. Let's make it.
Because
every youngster leaves this place.
Yeah.
And who is here to change the city, make it fun.
Yeah.
Older generation. Well, yeah, we have I've met some older people that are very entrepreneurial. They are they have ideas, but the problem is they're older. They have different mindset. I didn't want click with the youngsters.
No.
And they're gonna still be leaving. So
they see the traditional way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And we, as you young adults, we are supposed to be changing stuff.
Exactly.
Not leaving the city to get something like good opportunities, but trying actually to make this city that people want to come in, because that's what happened in Umeå over the past years. Umeå just, like, people in there decided, let's make it like a study center of the north. Let's make it fun. And like everyone from Sundsvall as well, they are moving to Umeå.
Yeah.
Let's take them back.
But I think it's a clear vision. Umeå, they are setting this. We are going to be one of the best. Why couldn't we do that?
This is.
But I know. Yeah. But I think that's the feeling I have. I live here. I want to stay here. And I want to change that attitude. I want us to be like, we can do stuff.
Yeah.
We have a great system, like from the, what do you say, kommun, but community.
Municipality.
Oh yeah.
Kommun,
yeah. About we can, young people can search for money to do stuff for other kids or the same age.
Yeah.
So we can do stuff. There is money, but something
there is no drive. And I was thinking about it also. Why is there no drive? Like, why youngsters don't feel like doing anything?
Yeah.
As I think it goes back to school system, or the way they're raised. Because again, a past couple of months I've been working in the first grade as a teacher assistant, and looking at them and looking at the way the school works in Sweden. I haven't studied here, so it was a revelation for me. And as I told you before, outside, the kids don't have so much pressure on them.
No.
They're very relaxed, and they always they don't have any repercussions from not doing anything. Like, everything is handed to them. Like, don't worry, you're gonna have this, you're gonna have that, and it's like it makes you lazy. It makes your brain also be lazy. Like, why should I think about doing something new when I can just go work there and there and there, like work at my father's mechanic place, or work, like just do somebody else's work. Why should I bother? Like, why do I need this kind of trouble? In Estonia, it's like or like, for example, go work in ICA. ICA is like a very good pay there, very nice to work. In Estonia, if you're gonna go to work in local ICA, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna work 12 hours and you're gonna get like 3,000-4,000 crowns a month.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. So you in Estonia there is hustle. You need to work hard, and when you work hard, like even if you're not entrepreneurial, like you still get ideas, because you get more and more information. You have reason to work, to grow. Here it feels like, why should I bother? Like, maybe
we take everything for granted.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. And definitely it's been my own problem. When I was growing up, at some point, like sometimes I was getting too comfortable, taking everything for granted. I was getting lazy, not really doing anything, and at that point I would, like at this point I changed school, for example. I went from mostly Russian speaking school to Estonian school with English education, and that gave me another kick. It was hard, it was challenging, but it was also very refreshing, and you get ideas again, you start doing something. And here it feels like
it's something I can relate to myself. When I was growing up in the school, I feel that sometimes I should have done more, like in the school, and instead of just sitting home and just watch that TV, just do something, go out and ask, like every company, can I work with you? I don't have to have pay, but I can do this. I want to meet people, because I was that kid like I'm now. I wanted to meet people. I was a little bit shy. I was a bit shy, but I like when I get to know people. Okay, but I was quite shy.
It's okay.
Maybe I shouldn't done it before I was little. But you get the point.
I get the point.
I think that's maybe something that the society. We speak something about the norm, the culture is something that the drive maybe not get there, because it's more like you're the future, maybe. Take it easy now. You're young now. You're the future. Take it then. Lay everything on you then, and then everything with the psychology, you feel bad. Everything hits you maybe when you get older.
Here I met a lot more people that take medication for depression. And than in my hometown, even though it's like just a little bit bigger than Sundsvall. Still, a lot more people here have problems with depression, anxiety. They take medication. In Estonia, you have people that take, but not so many. You don't have time to be depressed. Like really, like I know it might sound very insensitive, but it's like you have a lot of papers due to do. You have like second job. You have again, like, since you're always in this, always out of your house, you're working or studying, you're meeting people, and then like you meet some nice people, you go out to the bar, like to the park. So you kind of ain't nobody got time for being sad. No. We still have problems with that.
I think we have a lot of time here in Sweden to just rest and do nothing.
Which is also good.
It's also good.
A lot of people in Estonia overwork, and then they get a lot of other health problems, which is bad. But there should be some kind of the middle, like golden middle, as we say.
What should we call it? The no limit.
The golden range.
The golden range. This thing's perfect. You have done stuff. You have been through school. You have been to this fritidsgårdar, and have you seen a lot of? You see the attitudes, culture, and everything.
Yeah, I basically like to compare stuff and analyze it. So like when I was back in Estonia, switching schools between Russian and Estonia, I was all the time analyzing, trying to see what's different, why is the attitude different. The same, I came here and I was comparing. Like at first, I thought like the idea of fritidsgårdar is really nice. Like I really liked it. But as I was working there and seeing how it goes, I realized it has a lot of issues. Like, it's a nice, like, still the main thing that I still like. It keeps the youngsters from the streets, which is a big problem in Estonia.
Yeah,
I myself was like on the verge of being like either like good boy, like I am,
You're a good boy,
or being like you know. You know this.
What that's being? I don't know. Okay, now.
It's like dangerous. I come out and like with a butterfly knife.
Yeah.
So here you have this fritidsgårdar, but inside them, it's there's not much to do there's not much activities, and well, since I work there, I can't really like. It's hard to come up with something that would involve the youngster because they're still very apathetic. Yeah. Like up until 6th, 7th grade, the kids are actually active and like whatever you do, like small events, small like traveling tournaments. They're liking it. They enjoy it and like it's fun. It's good. But after that, it's like 7th to 9th grade. You just come in. You try to invite them, try to involve them. Like. Go away, old man. I'm like, what? I'm not old. I'm 20 years old.
That's so interesting. I read something about this. When you're young, you have this, you can dream. I want to become that person. I want to become the best. And you become older and older. And something is changing. You don't have that same.
You don't have the drive. You don't... Yeah,
you become grown up.
You become you just like, because when you're a kid, you just look at it as you know, I can be anything. I can do that. You don't know any complications with it. You don't know how to get. You don't know how to become like that. But you want to be like that. When you get older, you know how to get there. And like, no.
And why it should be more like I have this dream and now I'm getting older and then I know how to do it and then I don't do it.
That's the problem of the mindset. I hear people when I tell them like I should get my life together, like start studying, get a professional education. And like, but you have a lot of time. You're just 20. You have a lot of time.
What is that about?
I don't know.
You have plenty of time. You're the future. This is something here in Sweden. We can say you're the future. I have heard that grown-ups. When you do this, it looks so good in the future. Keep on going. Please. I'm now.
And I've heard people like my age and older than me, like, you have a lot of time. Like, you don't have to go right now.
No.
But, well, okay, I'm gonna just work like a bit and like having a good time, traveling, whatever. But then, by 27, 28, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to start study still. And I'm gonna be I'm almost 30-year-old man in a university with younger people. Like,
hello.
I finally decided to study. I don't feel like it's a good mindset. You need to go right now.
If you feel it. Maybe. I took my break after I finished gymnasiet in 2017. In spring, and moved to Sundsvall. And well, I haven't been studying. No. But I was, been refreshing. Because I was so done with the studies and everything. But I don't feel like you need like 4 years for that refreshment. No.
Like, okay, 1 year is enough.
1 year.
1.5 years.
1.5.
Now you have to start doing something. Otherwise, you get dumber. You are not so used to doing like the math, the physics, chemistry, whatever. you become very inefficient compared to yourself and when you just finished gymnasium. Yeah.
Quite interesting we talk about this drive. I think it's quite attractive when you have a drive, if you have a passion. So that's then passion.
Drive.
Have passion. Find something, and if you're good at it, just try to do something with it.
Yeah.
Without any, what do you say, competition in it. Just do it.
Yeah. And in Sundsvall, what's good about it? You don't have competition.
No.
Yeah. You just do it.
Yeah.
In Estonia, as I told, like those startups, these like you not only have to have a good project.
Yeah.
You have to have the project better than the guy from left of you or from the right of you, because you might have the same idea, but you execute it or presented it like worse, and you don't get it. You don't like. There is no competition in here. I don't feel like there's much stuff that's going on.
No.
Like you have an idea, you start doing it. Like
just do it.
Just do it.
Just like, do it.
Not sponsored by Nike.
No, it's not sponsored yet.
Would be great.
Yeah.
The bad side and the good side of Sundsvall. There is nobody that does something, and that's bad because people get lazy and they're leaving the town.
They want to move. The attitude. I want to move. I want to move. Yeah. And
at the same time, it's really good for making your own startups because
growing
you
here.
have space. You have space. Great space.
Yeah. You're growing here. You can grow here.
Yeah.
You can be that leader chef if you want to.
And then if you actually manage to get your project up, it becomes popular.
Yeah.
And you kind of become a figure to look up to. Like other youngsters he was just a guy. He finished my school and he did it and made it. And it's all great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try like that.
Yeah.
And I think on one side there is this drive in Sundsvall with music, actually. Because you have artists that kind like became quite big for city like Yohio,
yes,
and Jetbone, like they're like from Matfors and Sundsvall, like they became big, and with their music, and I see a lot of youngsters doing music, trying to grow, trying to make music. So that's one part that's actually going on in Sundsvall, music. Because they have like people to look up to. If you get a couple of more there and there, I guess it's gonna be alive again.
Vlad, can you just, if you want to describe you as a person?
I would say I am insecure at points, but but very angry about it. So I'm trying to fix this issue with insecurity. So I am lazy and not lazy at the same time.
Okay.
Because I get an idea, I start working on it. But my main problem is, after working on it for a while, I get lazy. I stop doing it. I lose the passion very quickly. I'm like a match. I would say. Like I get burned like every time. Like when I switched schools, when I moved to Sundsvall, I was like, whoa, great, I'm gonna do this and that, and, everything, boom. But after a while, it's like the match just burns out, and it's like, and there is another idea, another match. I'm gonna try to do the goes down. So fix that. I want to at least keep that fire flowing.
And just another one. And another one.
Like longer. Maybe in the end I'm gonna have just a log.
Yes. Okay. This is me. Passion. Drive.
I would say I am kind. Because I do if a person is in need, and I have the possibility to help him, I'm gonna help him. If I don't have anything the way I can help, I'm gonna try to find somebody that can help. And sometimes it gets bad for myself because I might give too much of myself to somebody. And that can drain me out, and then I like flip vice versa, and I become, sorry for the language, an asshole.
Okay. Yeah. I know you're a kind person. I remember the first time I met you, it was very kind to me.
Yeah. Well, you can't be kind to such a smile. No, can't be not kind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But Vlad, I was thinking, we talked about Estonia, and now you're here in Sweden. You're here in Sundsvall. What's the main reason you're here in Sweden?
It was. I'm gonna try to tell the backstory of how I actually ended up. Yeah. It was a very weird situation. Yeah. It was back in Estonia. I was working in a museum, Science Center. It's like, I think you have something similar in Stockholm, like Tekniska Museet, where you come in and there's like all about different sciences. Yeah. And you can touch the exhibitions, do something. It's like all about your learning. So I was working there. Yeah. And I come to my basically fika room, and one of the colleagues just kind of turns to me and like, Vlad, yes, what's cooking, what's going on? Yeah, Vlad, do you like volunteering? Yeah. I was like, yeah, done that before. Like the idea, would do it. Yes. Do you like Sweden? I was like, well, nice country. Have been there only once on a school trip to Stockholm. Yeah. Seems alright. Didn't like Stockholm, but like overall seems like a nice country. Know some Swedish people through internet, through games. Yeah. Seem like cool people. Okay, Vlad. Do you want to go to Sweden for a year as a volunteer? Yeah. To Sundsvall. I was like, I don't know what the hell is Sundsvall. Like, I don't know what's that place, but okay. I have nothing. Like I had already planned that. Like I'm gonna just work that year. Yeah. I don't want to go study. So I'm just, why not work somewhere else? Yeah. And that's also was, as I said before, I'm anxious and like insecure. Yeah. And I felt like moving to another country, like another, like totally random people. Yes. Trying to build myself more as a social person, getting out into the world. So I was like, ended up in Sundsvall basically by just spontaneous. It's very spontaneous. Like it was in the beginning of August, mid of August, somewhere there. I guess I got the offer, and 20th of September I was in Sundsvall. Yeah. I got off the plane. I'm like, okay, that just happened. Yeah. So. Yeah, my drive was just spending it in another country, and trying to grow as a person, because it's a very big challenge, socially, and like also like living alone, almost alone, but like outside of your family house. Yeah. So it was more. It was a challenge. I was feeling I was becoming lazy, as I told. Like I become lazy, and at some point I just need a kick. That was the kick. And I made the kick for myself. When you arrived here, what was your impression? Visually, it's a very nice city. Yeah, I really like it. It's like whenever I get this kind of like, I don't like the city, I want to get out. Like I get on Nolimitpodden. You just come on. And like I get on Nolimitpodden and look at it. Yeah. It's not so bad. It's beautiful. And then it gets dark, and it's still very beautiful. Is that a tip? It's beautiful. If you feel something, this city, and then you just go back up in the Nolimitpodden and looks, and then you feel it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's still like a nice city. Oh, that's a good tip. No matter how it might, like, that's the thing. Yeah. It's easier to change the movement, like the feel, like as we say, like just start doing something, than to try to rebuild the city to make it look nicer. Yeah. It's already looking great. Yeah. And like you don't have to, like, if you don't enjoy the energy of it, try to change it. Yeah. Can you tell about the projects you're doing here in Sundsvall? The projects what you're doing right now. Right now, and what you have been done and what you're doing now. So I used to be a volunteer like last year, from 20th of September of 2017 to 2018. I've been a volunteer in Matfors Fritidsgård Center, and I was helping out FFA, Fritid för alla. And a bit in Ungdomsmagasinet. So it's more like of a youth work, like helping the kids. I really loved working with FFA kids because it's kids with disabilities, different kinds, like Down syndrome, autism. But I just love these people. They are very, very cute and open. And it's like gulligaste. It's like it's easy to talk to them. It's easy to play, and it's very beautiful. I don't know. A bit of a detour in Ukraine. People with Down syndrome, they have a different name to that, not officially, but like people call them children of the sun. And I feel like it's beautiful because they're actually they're always radiate of no matter how shit it might be the day, like how bad it would go, they still smile, they still open to let's sing karaoke, let's dance, let's do whatever. They have this happiness, you know. The happiness that stays with them while we lose it as we grow up. And so I was working with the youngsters, and as I finished my volunteership, I was supposed to go back, but I decided to stay. I fixed my personnummer and got my Swedish to a decent level. Didn't decide to talk here right now in Swedish because I wouldn't be so talkative.
No.
So I stayed here, worked for several months still in Huntsman Fritidsgård and Nacksta a bit. And then, then I had to switch to other job. Got back into Ungdomsmagasinet and Sankt Olofsskolan as a teacher assistant in the first grade, which is very also nice. It's different. You have two different kind of jobs. One is more of a waitress and chilling with people kind of your age or talking to them, and then you have the little devils that I very love. I love them very much, but I hate them at the same time. Sometimes, you teach them, you make sure they listen, you play with them. It's beautiful. I hope when I get into studying, actual Mittuniversitetet or Komvux, whatever, I'm gonna have time to study, to fresh up my brains, and at the same time do the works actually and something. Because again, since I was a volunteer, I met a lot of people in the commune, and I know where to turn if I want to do that project or that. And again, I can turn to you. If I don't find anybody in commune, I can turn to you. And
to No Limit.
It's you go there, boy.
Go to me.
And then I have people to turn to and actually do something if I want.
Perfect. What do you think about now? It's been 1.5 years. You said something you want to grow as a person. Let's talk about effects. Have you seen some effects on you?
Yes, I would say personally, as a social person, I've became more social. I've actually became more active, and I don't feel this, I don't feel so much uncomfortable meeting with new people. On an event or at the bar, whatever. I feel very and what gives me more assurance of that is people that I meet on the streets, oh Vlad, hey, and I meet them, and I know them, they know me, and it's and it's growing. Perfect. And didn't really have that much interaction back in Estonia because I was
okay.
Not good. Hello. Very quiet. Even if at a party, not so memorable. But I feel now been growing. I guess I also more decisive. Definitely, I became more decisive because I just all the time would get lost and I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. But now I was like, okay, I need this and that, and I'm gonna get to get this, I need to go there. And like, I grew up with just knowing what to do, because and again, I had to think of that because I was losing the job in the fritidsgårdar because they couldn't, they didn't have much money.
No.
So I had to like suddenly find a job, new job, and like, and it got stressful, of course. But then I got help thanks to the people that helped me. But I realized, okay, this time I got help.
Yeah.
But what next time? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You just you
want to stand on your own legs.
So that was my also drive to get a professional education, get a driving license, because it's easier to get a job with a driving license, and you
have grown as a person.
Definitely.
I can say when I met you the first time was Matfors. Yes. I can say that you have been developed as a person, actually.
Yeah, thank you. And I feel like because I'm again looking at you, I reflecting again at the way I acted in Matfors fritidsgården. I was kind of again like very quiet and like Now, definitely when I'm like, hey, sup?
More Vlad.
More Vlad. Share the Vlad.
Yeah.
So definitely that's a thing that happened to me over this. It's like, it was very challenging. It was very interesting experience with this 1.5 years, and I grew a lot.
And you keep growing.
Just keep on hustling.
Keep on growing, but it will be challenges, but I think you will make it. You have people around.
Yeah, I have a lot. I realized. Yeah, I have you. I have a lot of people.
A lot of people. You meet a lot of people,
and that's what I also like about the reason why I stayed in Sundsvall. When I was hitting the rock bottom, when I was losing the job, and kind of felt like, okay, I'm just basically gonna have to go back because I can't find it. A lot of people came up to me, and a lot of people, Sundsvall people, you can work here. I can talk to my manager. Maybe we can get you there and there and there. Again, St. Olof. I got into St. Olof through the person that I'm living right now with, and I started living with her just because her friend was my friend. And she asked, again, through friends, I found an apartment. I was losing apartment. I couldn't live in a volunteer's apartment, of course. I was not a volunteer anymore.
Oh, no.
And I was looking for an apartment, and it was so hard. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't get anything. And then, through a friend, I get that place to live in. And then the person that I'm living with, she offers, oh, you lost the job? Well, you could work at school. We need workers. Come here.
St. Olof is a school there in Sundsvall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come to St. Olof work, and I started working there. I was and I felt such people are very kind here.
Mino nimi on Felix Jama olen Nolimitprojekti juht Nolimit.
That's actually that was nice.
Oh.
That was very understandable. My name is Felix, and I am Juhanda, how was it in English? Leader of a youth project.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Piranguid ei ole.
Yeah, no limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mä olen positiivne jah.
Yeah, I am positive. That's
and the last day, do you know what the last positivne jah?
Yeah, it's ja.
Yeah. You know what I always say to do? Positive jah.
Yeah.
What they say in Sweden?
It's
the positive yes.
Yes. Yeah, positive yes.
What was that?
Yeah, it means yes in Estonian.
Yes. Positive yes. What is the positive yes? I said in Sweden. To you.
What?
The positive yes.
No limit.
No, not limit. Jajamän.
Oh my god.
Jajamän.
Oh no, how could I forget? Jajamän.
Okay, Vlad.
Yes.
As I see now, what's your focus now? Is to just build your keep on building and grow here in Sundsvall. Is that
More professionally. I mean,
professional. Okay.
Like, yeah, my basically plan right now. Okay, until summer I'm working in Sankt Olof Ungdomsmagasinet. Then comes summer, school closed, Ungdomsmagasinet closed.
Yeah.
I have time. I either find a summer job.
Yeah.
Or I just get studying just at home, like refresh my brains, because come on, it's 2 years of not studying. I might think that I'm still having it good, but actually no. So, and by autumn start studying. Komvux, well, Nolimitpodden, I think I missed the dates to apply, but Komvux, study, then Nolimitpodden, get my professional education, and then get doing stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Vlad.
Yes.
Karzubov.
Yes.
Karzubov.
Yes.
Thank you for being here into Nolimitvodden.
Thank you really for having me.
Yeah.
Like, it was very nice. I actually enjoyed this talk, this conversation. I loved sharing my thoughts about Estonia, Sundsvall, how it goes, about the drive.
Yeah. And about you.
About me, like bragging about myself.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you.
Oh. Thank you.